Hello, lads and gents, and welcome back to Talent League today with another match of good old Rainbow Six Siege. No one misses it. But going into week 5, we're going to have some quite exciting matches today. But for the first map, not as exciting as you may have thought. It's going to be Oregon, and of course, it's going to be the two teams facing off by the name of KYUDO, which is currently in the 8th place. So yeah, they're quite in a tough position right now, facing off against Cool Guys Esports in the 5th. So not too far apart. It doesn't seem like the last versus the first. So yeah, I mean, with that out of the way, I'm gonna be casting with our lovely Ahu. So hello Ahu.
Hello.
Well,
Actually, you talked
yes.
about the two teams being not that far apart. They actually have, as far as I can see, 2 points in between them, so
Shush,
that is
shush,
almost nothing.
shush,
Why?
shush. Uh,
Wait,
yes, exactly. But uh, what's your opinion on the map?
I hate it. I hate to cast it. I love to play it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Fair, based, call it based. Yeah. But while we're still waiting on the good old players to get ready to get some set in, there are going to be 3 matches today, and we're hoping you can stay tuned in for all of them. As after this match, it's going to be Chillwagon in second place, going off against Firebird, Firebird Esports in the 6th. Blue Jays for the third match are going to be facing off quite an interesting opponent. You could call it a relative. It's going to be Blue Jays Ventus versus Blue Jays Talents. So that's going to be actually quite interesting. Even may it be Oregon Clubhouse Willow Chalet, one of the more common maps. I find that interesting. I mean, it's kind of the same, I guess you could say, composition of team, whatever you really want to call it. But yeah, for the first 2 matches, I believe you're going to be casting with Miyahu.
Hell yeah.
All right. But yes, as we speak on, both of the teams are ready, so let's actually hop into the one and only, the best map to play. Um, Definitely the best to cast. Us casters love this map. Yep, definitely haven't gotten way too used to it and are starting to get depression from it. But going on to the bans, I'm expecting quite default bans. You could say just Thatcher, Cade, Floors, and Valkyrie. That's what I'm expecting.
I'm gonna switch that K to Amira. That is one. Or as we saw like earlier, the first cast, us together, was actually a Clash ban. So I'm half expecting that. There's the Force ban. And I think there will be either an Osa or a Thatcher ban after this, than the Mira and Valkyrie. So yeah.
hmm Yeah, I mean, that Clash ban, it was unusual, but I'm still assuming it was some sort of target ban. Like, this is not silver, I know that much. But, uh, yeah, I mean, we're out of the floors. The next one being joined is actually going to be Maverick.
Maverick.
An interesting one, especially after the little nerf he had with his grenades. But I do see him being used, especially in attics, so powerful, just downstairs and opening hatches in general. Not always useful to have, actually. So but yeah, cool guys with a Maverick band
Oh, definitely
joined
Mira.
by the mirror, the deadly black window that, well, it's either going to be bullets or a C4 coming out of there, so you're kind of in a 50-50 spot. But anyways, yeah, it's just death on the line. Unless you maybe have a Flores, which, well, you clearly don't, or a Twitch.
Zombie,
But for
yeah.
the last defender band by KYUDO, and their first is going to be Azami, which, well, it's kind of reasonable. She has way too much potential, and yeah, we won't be seeing her for quite a while, but if we can, just get a bit of a peek of what she actually can do in the next 2 matches, that would be quite neat. And round first, we're going to be going downstairs into laundry and supply. And well, this is actually quite an interesting build we have here.
All I gotta say to
Defenders,
that
protect your bombs from being
is
defused by
Jesus
attackers.
Christ.
It's Legion, it's Goyo, it's Smoke reasonable, same with a Ruby, but I don't see a Jaeger in the Wamai, which downstairs is quite unusual, I would say.
Well, I mean, you still have that Aruni to catch the grenades because they can't move in otherwise. The thing is, you can get them with your drones too, so, and the Gonsex. So yeah,
Yeah.
this quite strange. I do understand the Goyo, and I love to see a Goyo being played
10
anywhere
seconds to
on any
insertion.
map, because it also has a lot of
5
potential,
seconds to insertion.
just like not like a zombie, well, not as much as a zombie, but like a zombie.
Attackers objective
People are
is
just
to
not
defuse the
using
bomb.
him. But the thing I'm surprised of is the Legion. We don't
Yeah.
really see him being played.
No, and I mean, although his goos are, I guess, they give off intel, they cause harm to the enemy, they're also quite seeable, to say the least. And, I mean, I feel like there's a lot better fits. Well, they're just proving my point right there, but I feel like there's a better fits for him, maybe even a Malusi at this point, just call it Diego, whatever. I, there's always replaceable, but there has to be some sort of chat. Even if you do shoot the goo, there's still some sort of intel coming out of that, so I guess it's not all that bad, but I mean, even his gun is absolutely fantastic, so we can't even comment on that. But yeah, I mean, almost a minute has passed, and let's take a look at over our lovely attackers as cool guys actually push in. They start taking ground, but meeting is contested by your lovely Goyoahu. So I mean, the Vector in hand, it's a very strong gun. There's no doubt about that. Although the amount of fire rate also comes with a bit of a downside when it comes
there's
to
the
the
Vector.
bullet capacity. But yes, the first kill gets dropped, and speaking of him, it's going to be a quick refrag over for the Sledge as the Goyo gets taken out, and meeting seems to be almost under control, but will Spino, or Spino, whatever you want to call him, he will be taking out the Nook as Zero gets taken out as well by the T5 SMG, and another kill joined by the SMG-11, finishing the first round off quite beautifully, not even allowing any type of contest on the side of meeting. And holy, did that Legion, well, we underestimated him. That's all I can say.
What the hell happened in the last 5 seconds?
A lot of bullets.
Yeah, that is one thing for sure. But like, honestly, the first pick from the Goyo to the Zero was a really nice pick because Zero with his cameras could have done a lot more damage than he did the way, well, he went out. So yeah, that was nice. The Nook being dead is absolutely a huge frag, but right now didn't really have any authority in that round. Or to say, well, yeah, I think it's not the right word, but fuck it. So yeah, that was also a nice frag, but we are getting into round number 2, and KYUDO winning the first round. We have a Jaeger and a Vomai being picked, so, and an Aruni, so projectile denial at its very best. We have smoke for crowd control, and we have that mute for hard reach denial. Well, delay, yeah.
I guess you could call that at some point. I mean, if they don't get rid of it, it will be a denier at some day. But even then, I do like the ability of Ace to throw it just at the top and kind of just counter mutes wholly. But also, it's interesting, Nook is being used a lot. And yeah, I'm not surprised, to be honest. Nook is quite deadly. I mean, she'll let a one-man apocalypse or a one-female apocalypse, whatever you want to call it, taken on Billy. Actually, some HP gets dropped off, some steam gets let loose, but yeah, same goes for Ace. And I mean, RT to Showers, the side of small tower, shower, whatever you want to call it, dining as well, is being contested by just one operator. This puts a lot of pressure on the pending team. So I mean, while the attackers, 4 of them, can just spread around the map, this Nook can actually quite cause a lot of distraction, damage, and even maybe side control at times. So you really gotta watch out for her, especially with an Ash combo. This is just unstoppable. This is absolutely a wreck train we're seeing here. So let's hope cool guys can perform a bit better than earlier, as I mean, they got the first pick correct, but after that, they had no refrag potential. They were the one who got refragged. Actually, so I mean, if they can't refrag themselves, it's going to be quite an issue, especially when the man advantage is yours. But yeah, I mean, 1 minute and 30, we're just going to have to let things go down swords.
Already taking a huge chunk of damage. Kina is not in the best position. He can be Billy getting the frag on the Nook. Ash has been injured, and that is the Ash being taken down. And the Zafia shortly follows after. That is Billy with a double kill on the days, and the Zero is alive right now from the attackers roster. Zero is crawling down, but he gets killed. He does manage to trade it out, though, so it won't be a flawless round by any means. It's only the Ace alive from the attackers, and now he's not even alive anymore. That is Spino getting the last kill.
Holy smokes, I mean, it's starting to get, the fires are getting lit. I mean, it is quite strong from the side of KYUDO right now. They're a 2-0, although they are defending. And while this map, I guess you can say by stats at some point it is defender-sided, but attackers, they've been in this for way too long, so having a problem on Oregon with attacking is just no excuse to be had. And I mean, with that out of the way, KYUDO is actually
Attackers need
doing
to locate and defuse
amazing. A
bombs.
4-2-0 victory, and early round it was a 4-2-0 as well, I believe. They're actually dominant. I mean, cool guys need to either step it up or just maybe take a bit of a timeout. Because in T4 here, timeouts, which are not only useful but also can disrupt some sort of like, I guess, adrenaline from the enemy team. I mean, they're rarely seen. You almost never see them. It's a rare find to see one of those, but well used. I mean, you have it. It's there. It's free. It
10
doesn't
seconds
really
to insertion.
do anything bad to you. So why not use it? Correct. But yeah, with
5
that in
seconds left
mind, of
before
course, we're going to be
insertion.
going into dining. Actually, is that is meeting and kitchen?
Attackers must
Now,
locate and defuse
do
the
we
bomb.
have the conversation of meeting and kitchen versus dining and kitchen?
We did back then, but if you'd like to, we can have it again. I'm all for it.
Yeah, why not? It won't hurt
Uh,
anyone.
Meeting in kitchen is better from a competitive perspective. Dining is better from a rank perspective. Because you
Yep.
see with dining, you have an easy hold of small tower. If you have like 1 or 2 people in there, maybe there's a shield, uh, well, facing the window. However, with meeting, why is it good? Like, in a, let's say, in a comp perspective, is that if you bring Cade, you can electrify 4 floors with a singular floor, and it will make the attackers a pain in the ass to get in it. That is 2 huge frags. Maxi or Moxie or however you want to call it, getting the Wamai and getting the Aruni sledge, however, gets dropped. That is Attic being opened, and as far as I can see, shortly, not even shortly, it is meeting also being opened. Disma getting some damage, not a huge lot, but now he does get taken down. That is Pino with the kill. Let's see what Maxi will be able to do. He is just loitering near the wall there. Billy getting another, well, Billy getting the kill on the Lion, and Maxi will be the one who gets the mute. 2 versus 2, also taking just a bit of damage. Manages to place the shield down though. Doesn't get the what the hell? Doesn't get the defenders' head ping is coming in for Billy just so he knows where the attackers are. Both the Ursa and the Sophia are in, well, are within arm's reach. So yeah, I am very curious to see how well he can take them down, or if he can take them down. Because as we can see, they are right there on tower stairs, but he's just waiting. Genosis is coming down to get him, and he does. That is a quad kill for Maxi. Will he get the ace? So far, right now, no. 40 seconds remaining. Time is ticking for the defenders. And he doesn't get the kill, and that's a huge double kill. That is KYUDO winning round 3 with a huge 1 mag dump for the mute and getting the double.
Well, not only was Osa's ace denied, but so was the first round for Cool Guys as KYUDO gets a 3rd in a row, and a beautiful one at that. I mean, I kind of feel I've been seeing a lot of just bad timings. Not as in you did something bad, as in just very unfortunate. You know, Billy peeked away from that angle the second the enemy
Attackers need to
peeked.
locate
Same
and
happened
defuse
with the
bombs.
Sophia previously. It's a lot of just unfortunate timings, but you always just have to keep it in mind. It's so painful to watch that because it could have been a completely different outcome or a more exciting one if actually that didn't happen. But yeah, the mag dump at the end, as you mentioned, was just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, 11 bullets may not seem a lot, but it was enough for 2 kills to get through and even win off a 1v2 clutch situation with the plant down. I mean, the smokes were slowly starting to come out,
10 seconds to go.
but he actually kind of, I guess, gave up
5
on
seconds
the smoke plan and just said, you know what, I have a dream and an SMG-11 in my backpack, so why not just use it on these 2 little fellows trying to plant? And I mean, with that in mind, let's actually go over to the loadouts, because we're going to be seeing quite an interesting operator from Spino. I hope I'm not butchering the name in any way. But yeah, Spino with just the Echo. Now, Echo is still powerful. You know, back in the day, he used to be invisible, or the drone used to be invisible, all that. But I still feel he has a lot of potential, especially with a stun and time wasting. Even with Intel, it's absolutely insane. And when you don't have a Valkyrie or anything like it, might as well replace it. And it seems like the smoke is just trying to get off a bit to the drone, but Bunker right now is being extremely heavily contested, especially with a Thatcher who has not been banned. So, you know, might as well use him while you still can. I mean, it's always nice as Billy comes in with an opening kill, making a 5v4 onto Disma, with Crazy being taken out as well, but a bit of a refrag on from the side of slows is going to be Noski getting taken out himself. I mean, the Wamai is out, but Jaeger's still there to contest, of course. I guess you could say blue stairs, back stairs from the way of Harry Potter, whatever you want to call it. And Bunker seems to get left off, as of course another side is contempted. And, I mean, the refrags, they weren't there as much yet again. Cool Guys is at a disadvantage for the 4th round. Although, I would say 3rd round. Previously, they actually did pretty well. But will this be a kill onto the Goyo? I mean, they're right now seconds away from just spreading all their bullets into the other's head. I mean, yeah, the Zophia's playing it really risky. I would personally not recommend that. The Goyo goes off, and there goes the time wastage. Yeah, Goyo has a lot of potential. Like you said, Ahu, not as much as Azami, but still a lot to be put out there.
You see, the thing that I forgot to mention there was that Goyo has a lot of potential, but that potential cannot be used the same way as Azami. There's a kill coming in that is keen getting the kill on Maxi. Now it's only 4v1. Goyo getting his 3rd kill, kill of the round, and Billy will eventually get him, and that was a double kill for him. Well, at least this round. Nice shots coming in. Okay, so before we continue with any kind of analysis, let's make an agreement on how we pronounce the names.
I feel like Spino would be the correct way to go because it's actually a well-known word, but Spino because of the 2 eyes. So, Trippin, can you help us out?
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Spino or Spino? Alright, let's go with Spino then. Yet again, if we hope not to butcher the name, it's just our brains are a bit mashed up. But
how
yeah.
would we call Wamai?
Noski, isn't it? Noski.
I was thinking of like Janoski, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was
sound
thinking
good.
of that as well. Let's just go for Noski.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, but yeah, back into the game.
Ten seconds left.
Now that we know how to call the players.
Look, this
5
is
seconds left.
T4. We're not professionals just yet. Wait like 40 years. We still won't be professionals, but you know.
I mean, hey, it's T4. I get it, but let's at least like treat it as being professionals. Right? That's probably, well, right now, the biggest level we can go to actually. So.
I mean, to be honest, me and another caster had the whole stream was just a conversation about which Call of Duty is the best. So I don't want to.
That is not. Let's just get into the
Attackers
game.
have located a bomb.
Shall we?
Yes, we shall. And as we're going in, I mean, verticality is included, of course, especially on this set. Verticality is also very important because, I mean, Oregon just feels like a house made of wood. It just can almost get opened up from any type of side. And with that included, I mean, we can already see Crazy go with a bit of fuck, which is always love to be seen. With Sledge, verticality is good, but always from top to down. You can't sledge above you. You can't just throw your hammer up to the ceiling. That's not how the operator works. Of course, with the Nook and Twitch in game, it's always nice as the first opening kills comes onto Noski. A refrag from Yeo onto Maxi, and that's going to be the Wamai and the Nook both out of the match. Both quite strong operators, especially ones with a lot of potential. And Angitos actually taking some damage himself. That smoke, you know, it's a bit early to be using them, but it's still a lot of, I guess you could say, it's worth. I guess you could say worth it, but yeah, now you don't have plant denial, you don't have dam denial, and you don't have a smoke anymore either, because, I mean, Slows is going to be taking them out, the Zofia player, with a nasty kill, and a lot of utility has been just destroyed and taken out in this minute and a half plus, I guess you could say. And, I mean, with that, main breach is open, and they're ready to just go in. I mean, they just need to maybe drone out here and there, but the verticality can be a problem. I mean, you can even see Spino with the C4, challenging main stairs, all that type of stuff, but with a minute left, we're just going to have to see how it goes down.
You can see it's, well, based on manpower, is looking forward now, 100% looking forward to be a cool guys round 1v4. It will be Spino against everyone from the cool guys roster except Maxi gets one. That is a 1 versus 3. Plant is going in. Keep in mind Desma is very much low HP. There's a C4 coming in, doesn't manage to catch anyone. He is still downstairs though, so he will have to rotate up. How will he do it? He will go up on the main stairs. Let's see what he will be able to do. He gets the claymore, but the attackers also know there he is. And talking about that, that is crazy, getting the headshot.
And I mean, with that in mind, it's going to be Buck finishing it off quite sharply. And the first round going over to Cool Guys. It took him 5 rounds, but they got there, and we always love to see it. As we're going into the last round before the role swap. So, I mean, KYUDO can actually just get a 4-2 and they'll be fine, but a 5v1 would be finer for them, you could say the least, as we're going to be going into meeting hall and kitchen, where both of the times, well, one of the times it was just an absolute domination, the other time it was smoke with a dream. So, I mean, both of the rounds in meeting did go over to the side of KYUDO, so we're going to have to see how they can perform in their last defending round, well, possibly last. We don't know how overtime is going to work with them, or how it's going to go down, but we're just going to have to wait and see as the Thatcher and Thermite do come into play, so we're going to be seeing the main breach, of course, in action. Take it back. It's going to be Jackal getting switched out, and of course, on this side, you always love to see Osas. Now, for whoever doesn't know, Osa is absolutely great because it's not because she's a bootleg blitz or anything. It's because of her deployable. The part of where it says deployable. You know, if you plant, you always love to have cover, while it's your teammate, while it's a drone, whatever. Be it that, it's the best to have a shield protecting you, while though it still won't protect you from the 4 pounds of C4 coming into your face. Better than nothing, you know, still bulletproof, still, I guess, punch-proof technically, just breaks the glass, not the shield itself. So, I mean, with that in mind, I mean, Osa's actually quite strong here, as the take won't be from tower this time. They're going to be fully going in, just balls deep onto master bedroom, and I think Attica's going to be having one hell of a time.
Oh hell yeah. We can see the Zofia already pushing inside. Perfect does get a kill. That is Kina being taken off the board, so that is the Wamai and his remaining magnet taken down. Billy, however, on their own with Diego, can he catch anyone? Yes, he can catch one. That is the Zofia who he manages to take down, but he does get instantly refragged by Maxi, and then Maxi has been, well, they do get another kill. I mean, the defenders, Noski does get 2 actually. That is closed, and this is being taken off the board by that DMR. Now, let's see what they will be able to do. We can still see Yayo just roaming there downstairs. He does get flashed, but the attacker doesn't decide to jump in. Maxi still has 2 of his shields ready. Haven't used one of them. So yeah, this will be very much interesting, because as you can see, defenders still have a smoke. Diffuser is already inside sight. They can plant. Question is, will they? No, they will be droning.
It's a 3v2 situation. Cool Guys are looking at quite a bad pace here. And, yeah, thanks to... I don't want to directly switch the full screen right now, but just for a second, it is Spino. Thank you to Ash for letting us know down in the chat. But let's go back to the match. Spino right now still looking quite healthy. A 2v2 situation being brought down. It's a mute and a smoke. The combo of the Shotgun Brothers, I guess you can call it. They always love running that, and it's efficient, especially with SMG-11 in the back pocket, as the Thermite and Nosa are going to start having to push down. It's the last 25 seconds, below half a minute. That's how time works, correct? And still 2 smokes on the line. I mean, he can waste these last 20 seconds, but will it be enough? I mean,
15
it
seconds.
depends on where they push down. I'm assuming they're going to be going down white stairs. Because, I mean,
10 seconds to
actually,
go.
no, they're going to be going completely down into meeting. One flashes another. The shield comes into play. It's going to be one shot onto the diffuser. Yayo with one. The shotgun comes out. And it's going to be the final one for Spino with quite a nice finishing blowback, I guess you could call it. The Thermite does not know what hit him. Well, it was a 12 gauge for your answer.
Let's say we didn't see that SMG 11 shot.
We saw it, but it still worked out. It was a distraction, okay? It was all a distraction. It was a part of their plan.
nice
but-
save.
Yeah. KYUDO,
That's a
with,
5-1 split. Hey, let's go.
it is, and
Attackers
5 to
need
1.
locate and defuse
Oh
bombs.
Oh.
my god.
2 more rounds, and KYUDO has this in the bag.
Yep.
To be fair, I didn't expect this at all. But
No.
hey,
I mean,
they proved me wrong. That's
I,
probably the best
Bomb
thing they can
located
do.
by attackers.
to be honest, look, they're doing their job well. That's all that matters. They're playing it correctly and denying the opposite team of playing correctly. So, you know, it works out for them. We'll just
10 seconds
cast and do
remaining.
our job. But yeah, round 7, and of course the role swap
5 seconds
has
to go.
begun. So, who do you think? Let's say KYUDO is right now.
Defuse a bomb.
They're not as confident on attack as, of course, on defense, and Cool Guys are a lot better on defense than attack. You think Cool Guys will actually be bringing this back?
The thing is, no, because they only lost so many rounds. Like Core has only lost so many rounds, or most of the time, because KYUDO was really nice at adapting to them and just feeding on their small mistakes and making them seem absolutely huge, and they have done an insane job with that. So even if they don't feel as comfortable, they will be able to use those same mistakes I've been talking about to their advantage. So that is what I'm mostly looking forward to. Oh, that's a nice grenade.
I mean, most definitely the second grenade could have actually came in clutch, but yeah, they're taking a bit of damage, but gaining some control, so I guess there's a bit of a trade-off, but Billy, is he going into meeting, trying to contest it? Maybe he even gets himself a Jaeger frag, pings it, the nade comes out, but the Jaeger did sadly move, so it will be an unfortunate turn of events, as he actually takes on Maxi by mistake. I don't think that was his primal target, as, oh my god, Billy takes some damage himself, Yale gets taken out by the Cade, Og 3, and I mean, right now, Wamai's going to be taking out Billy. It's a 2v4 situation, and a C4 kill coming in themselves. And holy, crazy going crazy with the SMG-11. And right now, Spino is in a 1v4 situation.
Hatch is open, so he has very much have to pay attention. And he didn't. So that hatch will be his death. So that is the one why taking the last kill of the round. We are jumping into round... What is it? Round 8, yeah. We're jumping into round 8. KYUDO proved me wrong once again, well, at least so far.
Ooh. I mean, to be honest, Cool Guys didn't do that bad right now. I mean, the Jaeger, if that Nook could have actually finished off the Jaeger
Attackers need
in
to locate
meeting
and
in time,
defuse bombs.
it would have been completely different. But that Nook did just try and focus on the grenades, which with that amount of space you can maneuver around is not the best idea, especially because you don't have just constant info on him. So it's going to be a bit hard to work around it. And I mean, the Nook even saw the shooting drone, I assume, but oh my goodness.
See the switch.
It's gonna be a blitz rush. It seems like a Finka comes in. We already know what's happening.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Amaru
Amaru.
joins the team. Oh my goodness. It's happening. It's happening, everybody. Stay calm.
Jesus Christ, I have some drinks. Hell yeah.
Attackers
Well, I mean,
objective
not
is to
drinks
defuse
like
the bomb.
alcoholic, I mean drinks like water.
Oh.
Hell
Ah,
yeah.
stay hydrated.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
It
dude.
is incredibly hot here. Oh yeah, let's see, open it up. Open it up. I'm curious of what the Amori will do, because I have seen Amori being actually good on Oregon. Well, somewhat around the same thing that is being done here. He actually grappled into tower and jumped down hatch. Well, the... what is it, like that small room? And actually, he caught kill. Oh no! How did you miss that?
Oh, this is going to be a bit less of a pain train than expected as a 2v5. Well, actually, a 1v5 is brought onto KYUDO. Not a flawless as the 1v4 comes in by Billy, the one and only. But will he be able to prevent just any type of loss of rounds? I mean, that blitz it was a bit awkward to say the least. Billy's just trying to take a gunfight anywhere to maybe get himself into a more comfortable position, but it's going to be SMG-11 taking him out completely, even through the smoke. What a shot! And of course, that's going to be another round going over to Cool Guys, and I don't know, Cool Guys seem to be doing a lot better, and maybe there's going to be a bit of a comeback.
How did you do that?
That's...
Defenders
No,
protect your bombs
there's
and
no
keep defused
explanation.
by
How did
attackers.
you lose a round with a Finker, a Blitz, an Amoru, Nook, and a Ying?
the power of friendship. You can't argue.
No, I cannot, but you still shouldn't have lost the round. Like,
The power of friendship never
I am
loses.
triggered.
I am absolutely... I'm
Attackers
shocked as
discovered
well,
the
to be
location
honest,
of a bomb.
but it is what it is, I guess. I mean, we have to carry on as we're going back into meeting. Now,
10
they
seconds to go.
started to take a bit of a loss on this one, so I'm still surprised we
5
have
seconds
not
remaining.
seen a timeout yet. Come on, lads, we need one at least.
Attackers
We
are
need
heading
one
out to
today.
defuse a bomb.
Although, you know, as much as I don't like to cast on for 5 hours in a single day, overtime is just beneficial. So using it more on teams, just getting used to the advantage you have, is always a nice thing. So use it while you still can, because, well, it's just useful. That's it. I mean, getting in contact with your coach, with your IGL, whatever you want to call it, it's just beneficial in my opinion. You get to have a bit of a talk, you know, maybe you can go through how the other opponent plays, you know, if you want to play a bit more aggressive, a bit less, whatever, that and that. So yeah, seeing that would be actually quite great. But yeah, on to round 9 as we're gonna ignore what happened in the previous one because, well, we've seen worse things. At least I have. And let's be completely honest.
That's for
Although, yeah, it was strange, to say the least.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, like, actually you mentioned you don't like casting for fibers. I'm, like, when the round is over, I'm gonna tell you a story.
You're gonna tell
You
me a
won't
story?
believe me. No, it's a, well, sad story from my point of view.
Alright. Well, we'll be ready to hear it, but before that happens, there's going to be Thermite opening into Attic. Meaning it's going to be contested, but will they be strong enough to hold off? I mean, into Attic, you just need to kind of hold off the hatch, so as long as you can do that effectively enough, I think you should be fine. I think you should be fine with Osa shield. That's what the strength of Osa can do. Just protect you, at the same time also give you an advantage over just watching an angle. That could be, I guess, rotation cutting off type strength on that one. But yeah, Billy yet again back on the Nook, as we always love to see him. I mean, Billy seems to have adapted to that a bit more fragger of a role. And I mean, with a minute left, the pings are coming out, so are the nades, but sadly things need to start getting done. I mean, the attackers have taken their positions, yes, but they need to start pushing forward. They need to grab on to Cool Guys as,
Do something.
I guess, weak points as Angitos gets down, but Keener with a beautiful shot is going to be getting taken out himself. The smokes are starting to come out. It's going to be Noski with a kill onto slows. Not so fast. And yeah, I mean, it's going to start raining down.
Let's see what the roaming defenders will be able to do as we saw we have an alibi inside that and we have a Malusi there. Smoke gets a beautiful shot. That Tekkenurk being taken down. Rooney is still injured. That is a 3 versus 3, make it equal. Noski does get one. Yayo gets injured and then taken down via a smoke. Triple kill for Noski. 1v2 and the defenders win the round. Protected the bombs. Time is up.
Very unfortunate.
So, about the story I wanted to tell you. My friend organized a weekend cop. It was, what was it? Wait, like about 18 teams, one singular day, and I've been I've casted there one day for 12 hours. I had 7 Red Bulls in me at the end of the day.
Wow.
And I haven't got every single time. Just vanished off the face of the earth. This is nice.
Well,
I love my friends.
That's a great thing to hear, but 12 hours. I mean, to be honest, if I could just get a day off and if I could do that for like a tournament, maybe with people I know, yes.
10 seconds left before
But if let's say it would be like just a random tournament, someone invites you,
5
just
seconds
random
left.
Discord DM, hey, you want to cast for 3 days straight right now?
Attackers' objective is to
I don't
locate a
think
bomb
I would
and
be
defuse
willing
it.
to accept it, at least for free.
Well, I didn't accept it for free either. That's the thing.
Fair enough.
Please give me
That's nice at least.
I mean, at least something.
Better than nothing.
Oh. This guy's killed. Please.
What? One more people. Oh
Yes.
my god.
Yes. Yes. You love to see it.
The overconfidence from Angitos is going to get him finished off. The Glass comes in and he's not a common pick either. I mean, Glass is quite strong with his gun not being too bad. He has grenades as well. But God, was that a beautiful kill to say the least, as a second one comes off to Maxi. Crazy seems to be taking some damage himself, as, I mean, we're barely a minute in, and two are already gone off the board. And some HP even gone off the smoke with 3 smokes, so you want to keep the smoke alive at least to just waste time, because you haven't been doing that too much right now, as cool guys do seem to have a lot
Attackers have
of
located a
issues
bomb.
right now. They have a lot of problems, and they need to start solving, or they're going to be in quite a, how would you say it? Quite a pickle. Yeah, I think that's what people say. I don't know who would be in a pickle, but, you know, it's a thing people say, so I'll say it too.
What?
Yeah, you never heard that someone's in
I-
a pickle.
I've never, actually.
I think that's like a saying, like, you're in a pickle.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
I think maybe that's a saying, but, yeah, Prob-
Hey, Hunger use of it. I know what you mean.
getting further away from this cursed
Attackers recovered the
conversation
diffuser.
about pickles, it's going to be a 4v1 situation from the side of Disma, and, well, the Jaeger, maybe he has a 416 carbine, but does he have the willpower to endure it all? I mean, it's 55 seconds on the line. It's going to start coming in. One planting right to his right. He can deny it, and so does he. Gets 1 kill, but gets refragged instantly by Noski with, the bearing 9. I absolutely love that gun, and yeah, I mean, there's going to be another round going over to the side of the one and only KYUDO. And, you know, it's going to be interesting. Goal guys need to win 2 rounds in a row just to win. I mean, right now, call in overtime, call in whatever, but you still need to win 2 rounds in a row just to have a chance at winning, not to win, just to get another 2 rounds at max, or another 3 rounds at max to even win. So, you know,
Attackers need to locate
quite
and defuse
frustrating,
bomb.
also quite pressureful, but they have to do it, or it's just going to be a loss for their side, as we're going to be going downstairs. And, well, KYUDO last time rushed, but let's see what they will be coming up with this round. Maybe the Blitz again, but let's see. I mean, the SMG-11 from the smoke player last time they attempted it, it actually managed to put a stop to it fully, and of course it did manage to end the round itself. So, yeah, we're gonna have to see. I mean, it doesn't seem like they're gonna be going for that risky of a play.
10 seconds to go.
I have looked up what you mean by he's in a pickle.
5 seconds
Yeah,
left.
I'm going to say something entirely different. That's why I didn't understand
Attackers
that
must
first.
locate and defuse a
Yeah.
bomb.
I'm gonna tell you like off stream what we usually say.
Alright.
I just don't know that. But talking about time is ticking. We have just started the action phase of round how much? Round 11.
Yes.
And we already have people actually moving inside. As you can see, we had Billy inside small tower and is moving up. Now I don't think they know that. Well, neither do that. Billy heard the shot. Mute is inside security corridor there, and there's a C4. No, Oh, that does a lot of damage. How does that do that?
Woohoo. I mean, it is an explosive that makes sense. I guess the shrapnel, when it was added to Siege, also made it quite strong. As Angito's gets taken out, the L85, always a beautiful gun to have. And I mean, the pressure's there. Like I said, it barely a minute's by, and the Mute is already taken out. And with that in hand, man advantage is passed over to KYUDO, so they're looking at a comfortable position. The solo challenge from the side of Freezer, as you saw it, is going to be quite risky. I mean, the lay down, the drone is there to support it, but still quite a risk to go on your own. You don't want to pass over the man advantage or make it equal. As long as you have it, you're fine. Billy's back again on the Nook. We're seeing him quite a lot on it. Slow's even taking some damage himself, being finished off by Noski from the side of Freezer. It's going to be a 5v3. And KYUDO right now looking at a very good position. Launcher being challenged, but that was not a shot. Huh. I imagine that to be a shot, but I guess now 1 minute and 7 on the clock as we head into the possible
located a
final
bomb.
moments of this match.
Oh, for the defenders to win this round, it will be nothing short of a miracle. What's needed? Or a couple of DMR shots. Spino gets injured there, so that is the Lion right now being taken off the board. That's another one, but he has been finished. That is Noski, who has been eradicated. Billy has also been eradicated via headshot. Spino is still injured. Kino is half HP, and Yayo is the only one who is full HP from the attackers. So right now, a 3 versus 2. Spino has been revived, so that is another weapon and ability back in the game.
Oh, the line scan. Quite a deadly tool, especially for the late round,
seconds to
when you
go.
want to be maneuverable as possible. Another shot onto the side of Max. Yes, Crazy right now left alone, getting shot from everywhere, and that's going to be Spino with a nice finishing shot. Gets revived up from the grave and finishes the job himself. Call him the Grim Reaper at this point, as the Lion won't be getting stopped, and that's going to be a victory for KYUDO with a nice 7-4 score. Not too bad. Not at all. I mean, they had a very amazing start. The 5-1 just at the start. They did start to kind of fall off towards the end, but you know, it all went out well for them. The frags actually were quite evened out themselves, so you know, this being Oregon, quite an interesting match. A 10 out of 10 would recommend. Put it on 5 or whatever you want to call it. But yes, while we do wait for the next match, who do you agree with a bit of a tasty 5-minute break?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. Then we will be seeing you then. Stay tuned.